northern nations. Blonde is also a freaky color for children, but over time the hair may naturally darken into a brunette shade. Low levels of melanin pigmentation are responsible for light-colored hair, a recessive condition that can easily be overshadowed by dominant brown hair genes. Right? Now let me go straight to the point. Blonde strands of hair are the thinnest.
That's all that should be.
Hold on. You know they man drop that hard bars. You gotta pull it up and wheel it up and run it back again, yeah? Blonde strands of hair are the thinnest of all natural colors, making the hair naturally fine and potentially prone to loss or thinning. Read it again. What
it says, Leviticus 13 and 29.
Drop the mic.
If a man or woman have a plague upon their head or beard, then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is a dry scald, even a leprosy upon the head or beard.
So really a blonde is an unclean leper, man. Now, did I make that up? I didn't make that up. I read a description in the scriptures, and then I went online and I looked up the description of blonde hair genetically, and that's what it is. Yeah, that's why a lot of these Edomite women, like we talk about the black women getting a weave and all that, but a lot of these Edomite women, that's what they got. They actually added. Well, you see them, they got that full hair. You think that's all their hair? Is not, man. They go and pay for blonde hair, extra hair to be added into their head because they got thin hair, man.
Yep. No body.
They got no body to their hair. This is facts, man. I know this shit, man. Go to any hairdresser, they'll tell you. So you might see some Edomite woman rolling around and she's doing all this. You think that's all her hair. It's not all her hair. They have extensions too. 100%. Facts. All right? This is what we do know. All right.
Back in Genesis. Back in Genesis, the 25th chapter, continuing on from verse 20. So like continuing on from verse 25. And the first, so I'll read that again. The first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
A perfect man dwelling in Jacob had the balance, man. Esau was Scar, man. Esau's thing is just to kill, consume, and destroy. Because he wasn't set up to be on the earth like that, man. Right now, go to 2nd Ezra 6th chapter. And let's get the prophecy regarding the heel. And then the vocab tried to go into it, and he butchered it, man, because at the end of the day, I understand that what we're saying is just too raw. You know, we're popping too much shit for these haters, man. It's too raw. So of course he's gonna like not believe. Hell, if I was an Edomite, I probably wouldn't believe either. That's fucked up. You know? It's fucked up, man. It's true. You know what I'm saying? It's true.
What's I want enough? 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter.
And they believe that the scriptures talking about. Yo.
2nd Ezra 6 and 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac.
And you notice these dudes only talk about prophecy because we talk about it. If the Hebrew Israelites weren't talking about prophecy, they wouldn't be talking about prophecy. Now they got to go into the prophecy like, well, it's not what they're saying, then what you saying? Because you weren't dealing with prophecy before.
2nd Ezra 6 and 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
Esau is the end. This world is going to end with Esau, and it's going to begin with Jacob, the everlasting kingdom. The kingdom of heaven is going to be a kingdom of Jacob. And that hurts Esau, man. Because Esau really wants to be that guy like Elon Musk. Like, they really want to be that guy. They want to be the Don. They want to be the top general. They want to be that guy that everyone looks up to and praises. But you're not that guy. You were never meant to be that guy. You were a vessel that was created unto dishonor. You were never meant to be honorable, man. You were never meant to be praised. You're a piece of shit, man. And that's all you're gonna be remembered for being, like just a piece of shit that destroyed the earth to the point you were cutting off children's genitals, man. That's how foul and fucked you are, man. People look like you gotta understand that you had children deciding to chop their own genitals off, man. That you did that. Children. People are gonna look back in the far future, billions of years from now, and be like, nah, like, yo, thank the Most High that this guy is God. What do you mean he had 8, 9-year-olds deciding that they could chop off their penises, man, and become women?
Quote unquote.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Salakia.
I know what you're saying.
But the hypocrisy is these times they all say, nah, they're not obviously voting bullshit, but they don't know what they're talking about to vote.
Yeah, but they could chop off their genitals, man. A child.
They can't pay the lottery, but they can chop up the genitals.
That's why this man is gonna be. But it's a serious thing. That's madness, man.
Yeah.
That's why this man. But he wants to be the one that's to stand up there with his chin high, and he wants Jake and the rest of the nations to bow down and kiss the ring and thank him for life. No, bro, man, you're gonna just be hated, and that's why all this hate thing is going on. They don't want to hate. You are gonna be nothing more than what you're meant to be, a vessel fitted for destruction, someone that should be hated, like a punching bag, a stress ball.
Isaiah 14:11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worm covers thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? But thou hast said,
yeah, you ain't uplifted no one, man. You ain't taught nobody a better way. You weaken the nations with your wickedness, man. You undermine people. That's what you do. You go in there, you undermine their families, you undermine their industries, and you weaken people, and you bring the people of the earth to they're the most unhealthiest they've ever been, most stupid they've ever been, most poorest they've ever been, more stressed they've ever been. Facts. These are facts. And you do that shit on purpose. You weaken the people so you can stand up, sit up in your crystal palace and look down on the people and go, ha, look at these people, they're fucked. And I can make them do whatever I want to do. Because they're weak. That's what these devils do. That's what they've done on the earth. They've not helped nobody. They've not uplifted no people. What people have they uplifted the Native American Indians? Are the Native American Indians in a better condition than when these devils met them? Are they enlightened? Are they enlightened people? What people have been enlightened by these devils? They're going on like they're fucking elves from Narnia. Like they're from the stars. They just come to enlighten the people and improve. No, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna enlighten the world. We're gonna teach the people the right way to eat, the right way to dress, the right way to interact with each other. That's gonna bring more life and more longevity.
How are you gonna do that?
How are we gonna do that?
Yeah. Please, tell me how
I'll tell you how. Revelations 2 and 25.
I would love to hear it.
And I would love to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now, according to the scriptures, how we're going to do that.
And it still doesn't sidestep from the point that the brother made that Esau, who's known today as a so-called white man, has fucked up the earth. That doesn't stray from that point.
Revelations 2 and 25.
Well, there is no such thing as the white man. There's only the Edomite man. There's no such thing.
What's that mean?
Because what does the word white mean?
I don't know. What does Edomite?
Prior, Edomite is a nation of people in the Bible. You believe in the Bible?
No.
I thought so. I thought so. Okay, but this is a Christian country that is built on the Bible according to them. In the Bible, there was different nations of people. The Edomites was a nation.
I've never heard of that.
You know,
before.
previous there was,
I've
you
never
know,
heard of it.
there was previous to what the 1800s. There was no such thing as a white person. There's no such thing. That doesn't exist because you're not white. White is like this. Yeah, white represents perfection, innocency. That's why that terminology was placed upon them. But it's fake. There is no such thing. Just that I'm not black. Yeah, your jacket is black.
Yeah.
I'm not black.
No, you're brown, man. Yeah.
Exactly. But why would we call black people?
What else do you want to be called?
Well, did we have a choice of what to be called?
Up to you, brother. Up to you, brother.
What I'm saying, when the term black was placed upon us as a people, did we have a choice about that?
I have no idea.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't have a choice. There were blacks, niggas, blacks. This is what you are. That's why to this day that terminology is established because it was established.
I'm a white hunky.
Well, I don't know what a hunky is, so I wouldn't call you that. But,
but there's certain people who would call me
that's
that.
them. But I wouldn't call you white either because you're not perfect or innocent.
No.
100%.
Yeah,
but the term black represents everything derogatory.
Yeah.
Represents
Really?
everything. Yes, it does. Black represents death. Represents criminality.
Right.
Yeah. Everything that is negative is black. Everything that's positive is white.
Someone gets
But
blacklisted.
why would you say that?
It's not. I'm not saying it. It's true. White represents clean. That's why your doctor doesn't come in a black robe. They come in a white robe. White represents cleanliness. I didn't make this up. This is just what it is. So when you're calling yourself a white person, you're saying, I am clean, I am perfect, I am innocent. And when you call someone black, you're saying that's a criminal. But it's true. Come on, that's why it was done.
You're twisting it. You're twisting it.
Huh?
You're twisting it, my friend.
I have a what?
You're twisting it.
I'm not twisting anything. That's a fact.
Got definition.
That's a
right
fact.
here.
That's a fact, my friend. That's not a twist in anything.
Go on. I'm standing. I'll carry on listening. Go on.
Maybe you don't know because you weren't involved. You per se weren't involved in that action. But there's something called subliminals. Are you familiar with subliminals?
Yes.
Like you understand why McDonald's is red and yellow, right?
Yeah.
So you understand that subliminal exists.
Yeah.
So there's a reason why we're called black and another group of people call themselves white.
Again,
Because you cannot go back in history and find any mention. You had Celts, you had Ostrogoths. There was no whites. There was no white. That didn't exist. That's a new thing that came about when the system of so-called white supremacy was established. Yeah? No, it's not. This is a historical fact.
Go on, carry on.
There was no such thing as that.
Carry on.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. This is black adjective of the very darkest color owing to the absence of or complete absorption of light, opposite of white, complete dark, deeply stained with dirt, dark in color, distinct from a large variety.
It should be like a morality section.
That's why if you're so-called black, you look guilty.
It says, characterized by tragic or disastrous events causing despair, pessimism.
This is a vibration of black.
Pessimism.
That's why you wear black to a funeral. Black represents mourning, sadness, something that's wrong.
Full of anger or hatred.
That's why they call it the angry black man. As soon as you start, you know how many times I've been accused of being aggressive just by talking.
Really?
It's just of course, this is a thing. This is not something people are making up because the angry black woman, you know. It all goes back to these terminologies. That's why we're not black, man. We're getting away from that. We're Israelites.
Very evil or wicked.
Wicked, being a criminal. That's why we're criminalized in this society. We've been being criminalized from the very beginning. We're dangerous. We're violent. Because we started 2 world wars.
How'd you do that?
I don't know. Someone told me.
You're damn good. You're damn good if you've done so, yeah.
You know, we're the violent ones.
Funny.
That bullshit.
Shit. Bro, will you shake my hand?
I'll shake your hand.
I'm a white man. Will you shake my
There's
hand?
no such thing. You're not a white man. But I'll shake your hand. And you better hope you're not Edomite, man.
Good
That's what
luck
I'm
to
saying.
you all.
I don't need luck. I've
good
got the
luck to you all.
promises of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Nice.
Revelations 2
Perfect.
You have a good
and
evening,
25.
I will.
But that which ye have, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him.
Because he said, how you going to do that? Okay, we'll tell you how we're going to do it. Through Yahushua. We're going to be given the authority to establish the righteous way, the enlightened way.
He that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Just like how Esau's destroying the nations through what? In order for you to exert your will upon people, you need to have the rule. You need to have the power. So Esau took the power. He has the power. What did he do with it? Yeah, he didn't enlighten people. He didn't help no one. Just destroyed everyone. That's what he did with his power. When we get the power, we're not going to destroy. We're going to rule and maintain and build and proliferate. Obviously, there's going to be order and justice involved in that, but the overall is going to be for the good and the betterment of everything on the earth. Even the animals are going to benefit, you know, and flourish.
So the trees are going to rejoice that there's no fellow that's been raised to chop them down. So what's on more the animals, man?
Animals are going to flourish, man. Everything's going to have its place and its balance, you know. Go on.
I've got a precept for you. This is Isaiah 2:3. And many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. Out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem.
Right now, you got what's known as westernization. But another word for the West is a code word for Edomite. Yeah, he's like, oh, the West. That's Esau, the land. That's Edom, ain't no west direction. All right? Go on, and then we jump back to Malachi, and I think I want to dabble in Romans 9 too as well. Go on, bro. See, it ain't gonna look, it ain't gonna be like, when them bombs start really dropping in London, boy.
Jeremiah 30 and Jeremiah 30, I'll go straight to the point.
Hey, that's how we gonna celebrate when Esau gets the bird up.
Right.
Letting those shots in the air.
Jeremiah 30 and 10.
Esau.
Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord. Neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and shall be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee.
Though we're not ashamed to say that we ain't gonna do this of our own strength. We need the Lord to come and deliver us. We're not ashamed of that. Without the Lord, there is no deliverance. This man, our wound is surely grievous, man. We can't deliver ourselves out of this captivity, man. Esau's got the upper hand on us. He's got his foot on our neck. That's truth. I'm not gonna hide that. Esau's running shit out here. Just ask Trident.
It's a bit laggy, what they're saying, it's a bit laggy.
Yeah? They're the number one dons in London. All these niggas running around thinking there's Trident come around, that's a whole different ball game. Them dudes are coming with sub-automatic machine guns. They're not playing no games. You got some old rusty tool. These dudes have got brand new tools. They sit around all day training to put bullets in your head. I know that because where I train for my job, in the basement, that's where the gun police train. See these guys coming in and they go down in the basement, they're training every day. You niggas are laying off the cut. Yeah, they're sharp. This is Esau's well, he's got the upper hand. He dominates with the sword, ultimately. The sword and money. But the Yahweh Shai, man, he gonna overturn all of that. Because he's got the ultimate sword. You might have to get that too in Revelations 19.
I'm closer. Let's go closer because of the sound.
For I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations whither I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end to thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished.
And that means all these nations, including Esau, they're gonna have an end. That's all we're saying, and these guys are getting all emotional, like, yo, everybody can be saved. The Bible just said he's gonna make a full end of all nations except the nation of Israel. So us being brought down wasn't forever. Eventually, the Lord's gonna bring us back up. But when these other nations are all gonna be brought down, and that's the bottom line, man. Facts. All right, we've got Malachi 1.
Yeah, got it. This is Malachi 1. Let's start from the top. It says, the burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said Yahweh, yet I loved Jacob. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and I shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever.
Yeah. You shall call them the border of wickedness, man. The Lord's gonna bring this devil down because the Lord hates Esau, man. And that's why Esau's the one coming up with his anti-hate agenda, because the hate of the Lord is gonna start to manifest upon them. See, it's always been there, but the Lord ain't manifested it. The Lord has allowed this devil to, as the scriptures say, the wicked was like a bay tree. Blooming like a bay tree. The Lord has allowed the wicked he suffered the wicked to be blessed, if you want to put it in that terminology. Like, if you were to look on the earth and be like, right, who does the Lord hate? If you weren't if you weren't spiritual, right, you think the Lord loved Esau and he hate Jacob, right? Because Jake's catching hell and Esau's, but really, spiritually, the Lord loved Jacob. We're being corrected with measure. But the Lord's gonna manifest his hate upon Esau. And that hate is really starting to be manifested, beginning with the prophets. We're coming with the purity, I like that one. The purity of hate. We're coming with the purity of hate. Because our hate, we could back it up. What they wanna do is, like, oh, you guys, you hate me because I'm white. Why the hell would I hate someone because they're white? Why would I hate someone because of the color of their skin? That don't make no sense. Why would I hate someone? That's ignorance. We're not promoting ignorance. Just like we don't promote hating someone because of the color of their hat. Oh, this dude's wearing red, so I hate him. Or this dude's wearing blue. No. If you're gonna hate, the hate has to, the scripture says, be angry with a cause. There has to be a cause for hate. If you hate someone, you have to back it up with real substance. What Esau don't like, and that's why he has to take our videos down, is because our hate isn't ignorant. Our hate is pure. Our hate has substance. That's why we can document the reasons for our hate. And it's justified hate. That's what Esau don't want to deal with. But when it comes to us, Esau don't have no justification for his hate. He never had no justification. Ain't nobody love Esau more than Jake.
Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For you know that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
Esau's rejected, man.
You've never seen it, right?
Esau he's just a hateful beast, man. Everything he's done deserves hate, man. But he flattereth himself, as the scripture said in Psalm 10th chapter, he flattereth himself in his own eyes, man, till his iniquity becometh hateful. We're bringing out all of his iniquity and we're like, look, man, look at all the wickedness this man has done. This man deserves hate. Like, there ain't no one else that's more deserving of hate than Esau. He's done the deeds of the wicked. We're not saying, oh, Esau, you're the devil. We're gonna do all these things to you because you're Esau. No, yeah, yeah, you are Esau, but you fulfill the works of the devil. The Lord didn't just say, the Lord could have done it where, oh, Esau was born and he just fucked him up from day one. No, the Lord allowed you to fulfill your works. Okay, in fact, let's get that in the scripture.
2 Corinthians 15.
Next week.
Evil works. Oh, it's not one. But yeah, I know it. That's all right. What you got? What you got?
I was grabbing that now.
Yeah, let's get that. Esau done the works of the devil, man. We're not making nothing up out here. We're not like just being ignorant black activists or you know, black power. I just hate anything that looks white. You know that, or what so-called white. You know? Yeah. Nah, man. We're dealing with wisdom and knowledge, man. We're not dealing with ignorance, man.
Nah, it's 6.
2 Ezra 15 and 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Start from 5.
2 Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as
He said their hurtful works are fulfilled. So the Lord said he's going to, from verse 5, he said he's going to bring forth said judgments, the different ways to the Lord to judge the people. But he said because why? Their hurtful works are fulfilled. So that means he outlined it, predestined before they came on earth. Okay, you're going to do this much, and once you hit that threshold, bang.
You're gonna get the hate.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, the judgment's gonna be, like the Amorites. He said, oh, you're gonna come back in 400 years till the iniquity of the Amorites be fulfilled. So when we came in and we dealt with the Amorites away, it was justified because of their works. We didn't just, the Lord didn't say, oh, slaughter the Canaanites and the Amorites because they're Canaanites and Amorites. They were wicked, man, so it was justified, man. It's simple. Come on, man. This ain't about ignorance, man. Wait, you got, you just read Malachi, right? In Romans, the 9th chapter, if you ain't got that. If you got sign, get what you get, and then we'll put Romans, the 9th chapter.
I'll just go straight to it. Romans the 9th chapter.
Let's start from 1.
Romans 9 and 1. I say the truth, in Mashiach I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Ghost that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Mashiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites.
Who are what?
Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption.
What's the adoption, man? Being brought back to the Father. That's for the Israelites, man. That's the gospel, the adoption. We're being adopted back to the Father, man. Right? That's what Yahweh Shai went up on the cross to do, to bring the sons back to the Father.
And the glory
is going to come with the kingdom, with the blessings that the Lord, the glory was promised unto us, man. It pertains unto the Israel. The glory of being the sons of, that's a glory. Being a son of God is a glory. That was promised unto us. Are we not named Israel? He is a prince of power. Come on, boys.
And the covenants.
The covenant, all the covenants, the covenant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the covenant in the wilderness, and the new covenant, all those covenants were pertaining to a particular seed of people, the Israelites, man. And these guys try jumping around and playing games and moving around. They don't want to deal with that, but we're going to continually bring out, they can take down the videos, that's cool. We're going to do another video about it and put it back up there. How about that? You can't deny the facts. All the covenants, we've gone through, we've done it. We could go through every covenant right now, we could do it. You ain't gonna find one covenant in the scriptures that pertaining to, from Abraham onwards, that pertains to all people. The only covenant that the Lord made with all the people on the earth was one covenant, and that was established with Noah.
The rainbow.
Yeah.
No, it's the truth. See, well, that's the truth. Yeah, because that he said he's not going to flood the earth.
Yeah. So that's technically a covenant with all people.
Yeah. But then he said to them that, I promise you that you're going to get fucked up with fire, though. How about that part? Because he did say that. He said, okay, you're not going to get done with the water, And the rainbow represents.
Psych.
And this rainbow is a spiritual element, man. All them colours, you know what I mean? That's a spiritual, absolute spiritual element. You know, the Lord set up his bow, a bow in the sky. You know, you see, you might be on the highway, on the motorway. It always happens to you. It's always when you're on the drive, or you're on a train. You always see, sometimes you get double bows, you know? And that's the Lord, and you know what that represents? It don't represent LGBT. It represents